Hello, I am Pastor Diego Santos from Breath of Life Church of the Nazarene in Barrie. Today is our devotional day for week 1. We are going to be starting reading Isaiah chapter 35, and instead of starting on number 5, we're going to start on number 3. And we are going to read from 3 to 7. But there's something that I wanted to mention about this, because the theme is salvation. But salvation of what? When we are going through struggles and difficulties, what we're going through, and the devotion that has been shared already, that God is our Redeemer, that God is with us, the suffering servant, and all that has to take place because of a bad decision that took place in Genesis chapter 3. But today we have salvation, but that salvation is we are still waiting for it. We are longing for it. We are desperately seeking for it. And today I want to share about that, because it's so important for us to see where we come from to where we're going. Sometimes when we are not in need, we don't feel that we need to go to the doctor. If we are healthy, we don't need to go to the doctor. If we are sick, then we are definitely seeking to have an opportunity to see the doctor. But right now we are sick, but we don't know it. And that's part of the problem that we are dealing with all the time. Or for example, how many times have you felt when you are full, your stomach full, and somebody bring you food? Like and somehow it bothers you a little bit, but when you're hungry, that food is everything. Like you eat it with so much, like you eat it with hungry, right? You eat it and you are passionate about it because you are really hungry and you want to fulfill a need that you have. Well, we have a need, and that need is salvation. Because how many of you want to be healed? How many of you don't want to be dealing with struggles, pain, suffering, losses, family members, stealing, being blind, the Lord is telling us, He's giving us a hope, something to look for, something to be waiting for, something that we desire to have, to be walking on His presence. And today we're going to share about that in Isaiah chapter 35, that it says, "With this news, strengthen those who are tired hands, and encourage those who have weak knees. Say to those with fearful hearts, be strong and do not fear, for your God is coming to destroy your enemies. He is coming to save you. And when He comes, He will open the eyes of the blind and unplug the ears of the deaf. The lame will leap like a deer, and those who cannot speak will sing for joy. A spring will gush forth in the wilderness, and streams will water the wasteland. The parched ground will become a pool, and a spring of water will satisfy the thirsty land. Marsh grass and reeds and rushes will flourish where desert jackals once lived." It's different when we see salvation, when we see it, that we are looking, seeking for that hope, that enjoyment that we will have eventually when we get to see it. But we need to experience those times, those hard times, so that we can appreciate the salvation that we have in Christ. So we're going to continue reading in verse 8, and we're going to read the whole chapter. "And a great road will go through the once desert land, and will be named the highway of holiness. Evil-minded people will never travel on it. It will be only for those who walk in God's way. Fools will never walk there. Lions will not lurk along its course, nor any other ferocious beast. There will be no other dangers. Only the redeemed will walk on it. Those who have been ransomed by the Lord will return. They will enter Jerusalem singing, crowned with everlasting joy. Sorrow and mourning will disappear, and they will be filled with joy and gladness." What a beautiful hope that we have in the Lord. But how is it that He's going to come? He will come humble. He will come humble. And I want to share with you also Zechariah, that you have in the booklet, Zechariah chapter 9, verse 9, that it says, "Rejoice, O people of Zion. Shout out in triumph, O people of Jerusalem, look, your king is coming to you. He's righteous and victorious, yet he's humble, riding on a donkey, riding on a donkey's colt. What a beautiful that is. Just rejoice because the salvation that you have, like the consequences that you're going through right now, it means nothing to the Lord. Nothing, because he provides you salvation. I want to end this with Isaiah chapter 61. And it says, Isaiah chapter 61 from verse 1 to 3 says, the Spirit of the sovereign Lord is upon me, for the Lord has anointed me to bring good news to the poor. He has sent me to comfort the brokenhearted and to proclaim that captives will be released and prisoners will be freed. He has sent me to tell those who mourn that the time of the Lord's favor has come, and with it the day of God's anger against their enemies. To all who mourn in Israel, he will give a crown of beauty for ashes, a joyous blessing instead of mourning, festive praise instead of despair. In the righteousness they will be like great oaks that the Lord has planted for his own glory. That's the salvation that we have. We have a salvation that gives us hope. Hope because of the life that we live right now, the consequences that we're going through right now is nothing compared with the life that we will have in the future to come. So church, God bless you. And I hope that you can connect with the Lord and you can have that hope with him. God bless you.